Hello there, I hope you're all well. So I'm filming this on the morning, early afternoon of the Chelsea-Arsenal game. As you can tell, I'm wearing my Chelsea shirt. So by the time this video is released, we shall know if Chelsea have won or lost against Arsenal. So I hope I'm not a sad puppy when this video is released, but we won't be thinking about that right now. We'll spend our time thinking about football shirts that people are possibly getting rinsed on. I'll admit this week, there's a few that are very suspect, but there's some really cool shirts. It's a good mixture this time. There is a bit of a a theme with regards to one club, but we don't really see many of those shirts from this club, so it's must be just something in the air where this person decided to sell their collection. So number one is possibly the most valuable shirt we've had on this list. Don't quote me on this, I only make the videos. So let's just jump into the list, start with number 10, and it is Manchester United. Ooh, someone's buying a Manchester United shirt. What a surprise. So this one is frustrating. So it says, not player issue Manchester United Champions League 2008, brand new with tags, Cristiano Ronaldo. Not player issue. Guys, why are we still buying from the people who are doing this? Quite clearly, they're just taking advantage of it. But it does say brand new tags. So for me personally, my eyes and my ears opened up and I'm like, ooh, interesting. So, of course, it's associated with that Champions League final, where I'm sure everyone remembers Ronaldo missing that penalty, and nothing else that happened during that game. And so this is an interesting one, right? So it's advertised brand new tags. So you're expecting this is going to be near as damn it a pristine football shirt. Yeah? You can accept a little bit of nicks every now and then, just because of storage, right? And then if you scroll down to the description, it does say that this is in perfect condition. It actually says it's in perfect condition. Right? And then you go to the images and you look at the back where the printing is, and the 7, at the very least, has totally just faded, come apart, washed away. God knows what has happened to that. Now, unless this person was storing this behind a radiator, I don't know how that would have happened. That's surely if you I've got plenty of Chelsea shirts there, and I've worn them quite seriously, quite heavily. I don't think I've got many in that condition, and especially the ones that I've bought and I've rarely not ever worn, mainly because I've been buying players that have just left the club instantly. The condition is perfect still, so God knows what happened there. So the advertising is perfect. But then at the bottom they go, oh, and by the way, sorry, yes, there is a bit of damage by time and age. I'm sorry, storage does not do that to that image. But never fear, they said, I can help you to remove the nameset if you want, since things like this are easy to do in Indonesia. Quite why that's an Indonesian a trait or positive benefit or skill, I don't know, but they can do it, guys. So, you can make up your mind about the shirt itself. For me, I would have probably stayed quite well away from it, but, I'm not a Manchester United fan. Anyway, 84 bids came in, so it was quite a interesting one for people, and it ended up selling for £490, which I think is too much money, by about £490. Next, we have a classic Italian shirt. It is the 86-87 Sampdoria Away shirt. It's in large and it has long sleeves. This person was seemingly quite highly strung, it looks like from the description. So they say that they bought it in Venice whilst on holiday in 87. Okay. It's never been worn. Okay. Mint condition, kept in an airtight bag and from a smoke-free home. Very good. And look at the images, it actually looks in good nick, so that's fair. I can probably get behind that. I know this is a rare item with the amount of research I had to do. Okay, fair enough. And then it goes into the bottom saying, please note, I will not answer any questions about this, about people asking to buy it now or to best offer it. And she's like, I'm not happy about all these questions. If you constantly ask me these questions, I'm going to remove this item from eBay and store it in my attic for another 30 years. It's not that difficult. You don't have to respond to them on eBay. It's not necessary. If someone says to you, can I buy it now? no. That's what you say. You say no, don't you? And why would you want to... I don't know. Anyway. So 17 bids came in for this one, and it ended up selling for £510. I know Sampdoria are quite one of those teams where, any Italian team, I suppose, where people are quite interested in it. Has that sort of cult sort of following. For me, I kind of... I'm never going to like the material. I just don't like those. But the design's quite cool. I think it might be quite interesting to see a modern day shirt with the stripes running all the way around from top to bottom. But yeah, I can see why someone would have gone for that one. So this next one is it's another Manchester United shirt, and this is Manchester United shirt worn by Paul Pogba. So this one is claiming to be match worn, and they've gone for Paul Pogba, who of course is one of the biggest names at the club. So the story behind this one is it's one of his old football shirts that he wore against Newcastle United, and it was passed to Jamal Lascelles. Obviously, at that point, he was Newcastle's skipper. And he says, there is no certificate of authenticity with this item. I am selling on behalf of Jamal Lascelles / Matt Ritchie's cleaner, who I am close friends with. So the tenuous links are getting more tenuous. So, if we take this as truth, Jamal Lascelles has, for whatever reason, decided to gift the Paul Pogba shirt to the cleaner, or sold it to the cleaner. But I'm thinking, wow, Jamal Lascelles want to give away a shirt that he's probably obviously gone and exchanged shirts with Paul Pogba because he wants Pogba's shirt. It's quite a cool thing to own, I would say. But now the cleaner has it. It could have happened, but then the cleaner wants to sell it. Yes, again, that could happen, but then the cleaner's not going to sell it. He's going to do it for this guy. It's a far-fetched story. Again, I wouldn't have been involved in this bidding, but 24 people did decide to bid, and it ended up selling for £510. That's a lot of money for a Pogba shirt that's worn, I think. I know he's a big name, but it's just a generic league game. I don't know. So, we're going to pass over to their local rivals, and it's Manchester City. And it's a Danny Tiato Man City match worn shirt. So it's kind of a little bit of an older one before the club sort of got a little bit of money and got a bit winny. This one is the 2001-2002 football shirt, and it's the third shirt it claims to be, and it's match worn. He says, what's this say? The shirt was sourced direct from the player's personal collection and is part of a private collection of Man City match-worn shirts. Duplication of this shirt in the collection is the reason for the sale. So the person who's selling this already has a Danny Tiato match-worn shirt, like I'm sure every Man City collector already has many of those, and he's deciding to sell it. It's kind of a, old Man City shirts are starting to be in vogue a little bit. It's, people wanting to get those before maybe the prices are going to rise. I think they probably will seriously jump up because Man City are going to clearly be one of the best teams in England for, ever, probably now. And it ended up with 6 bids, but it ended up going for £535. Yeah, I don't know if that's too much, but, it's a good price for the seller. Next one is a Hibs 85-86 match worn by Mickey Weir, number 11. But it's also signed by the entire squad. And looking at the photographs, I don't mind this one. I'm not a huge fan of these retro shirts, but I love the collar. That's probably my favourite collar styling. And the condition's not too bad, to be honest. I love the way the design is. I always like a sponsor that fits nicely into the body of the material. The description is pretty basic. It just says the same thing that's in the title of the listing. Not really something you see too often is these sort of older hip shirts. And only one person decided to bid for it, and they ended up spending £550 on this one shirt. So yeah, that's probably a Hibs fan, I would have thought. Next one, rare, genuine Huddersfield Town football shirt from the 1991 season with number 3 and its long sleeves. So manufactured by Beaver. Do we all remember Beaver football shirts? So this one also has another tenuous link to the shirt. This is a football shirt that was part of the team kit my grandmother used to wash the kit for the lads as the old Leeds Road football ground for many years. So I don't know if that person's claiming it's like a match-worn shirt. They've not put it anywhere specifically in the description or in the sort of the title. Sort of the opposite of what the first person did. So maybe it was, and I think probably Huddersfield Town fans will have a better idea. Ended up getting 24 bids this time, and ended up selling for £560. I've been looking at the photographs. It's really nice, really good condition for the age. I love the sponsor being able to fit nicely inside the design of the shirt, and they've sort of not just placed it over the stripes break up for it. So that's really cool. So yeah, that's a nice little amount of money for a Huddersfield Town shirt there. Okay then, so Wolves. I'm going to see a few Wolves shirts coming up now. So this is a match-worn Wolves shirt from the actually 79-82 season, and obviously it's really classic styling. You've got the long sleeves with the Umbros running all the way down to the bottom. You've got the classic Wolves logo. So this one is up for sale, and it is a amazing piece of history that has been used again and again countless times within its lifespan, so it's definitely been worn. There are numerous marks and pulls, bobbles, etc., but this adds to the authenticity and character of this fabulous item. There is fading to the Wolves badge and rear number, but overall a good solid shirt in really good condition. Looking at the photographs, I think it looks pretty decent to me. The label is nearly washed out, but you can still see the size, and then number 9 is mainly used by Andy Gray, though Wayne Clark, Norman Bell and John Richards also wore that shirt. A must for any serious Wolves fan to cherish and display. So yeah, really good condition considering, quite an old one, not something you see too often. 35 bids on this one, and ended up going for £691. It's a good amount of money, that isn't. I think for a shirt that sort of briefly was in the 70s, I think that's not too bad. Next we have another of one of these Montpellier shirts. So if you've been watching all of these sort of series, this episodes, you'll see a few of these Montpellier shirts that have cropped up. And primarily the reason for that is because it's associated with a charity. This charity seemingly sources player-worn Montpellier shirts, sells them, and then raises any money that is sort of raised. It goes directly to the charity, and they seem to get a good amount of money, which I think for everybody who's watching this, we can all commend the people who are running this charity, because they seem to be knowing the best ways to get money for that specific cause. This one is actually a Montpellier shirt from 2012-2013, the home shirt, and it was match worn by Remy Cabella. You probably recognise him from maybe Newcastle when he came to the Premier League. He's actually one of Montpellier's better players before he sort of kind of fell away a little bit once he started entered the UK. And it's just, it was apparently worn in the Champions League against Arsenal, so again that adds a little bit more when Arsenal were a decent club. Why am I saying that? We're playing them later on today. We are going to lose. So yeah, so the shirt is pretty cool. It's before Montpellier decided that they were going to cover their entire shirts in sponsors, so it looks a little bit cleaner than some of the newer ones. And this one had 37 bids and ended up selling for £777, 20 pence approximately, when converted to pounds. Yeah, I don't think anybody can disrupt that. It's just a good cause. Keep it going. Okay then, penultimate time. Wolves once again. A different person selling this, but still another classic shirt. So this is a rare match-worn Wolves shirt from 86-87. So it's a little bit newer than the other one, but it's obviously gone for more. So this one is in excellent condition. Comes with a matching match-worn shorts and socks, so you get the full kit, which is kind of difficult to sometimes find. And it also says cabinet with UV glass and mannequin, also negotiable. So I think when looking at the photographs, there are obviously the cabinet, and then the shirt is on the mannequin. I advise anybody to get a mannequin. They're pretty cool. So obviously it's going to be really focusing on Wolves fans, and it's got a pinstripe design, which I quite like. 14 bids, and it ended up selling for a cool £1,000. We broke £1,000. So it's not been quite as high as we've been having for a couple of sort of weeks. I mean, there were still plenty of those Italian shirts. People are still buying them. I'm not including them ever again. But number one, it's probably going to push the average up quite a little bit because it is expensive. And I feel like I'm cheating a little bit as well because it's not just a shirt. So, number one is rare match worn Wolves shirt, UEFA Cup, and it comes with a medal. It comes with the actual medal that's associated with the game. Runners-up medal, I believe. So it's the same person as who sold the previous shirt, so he's either just clearing out a little bit of space, or just needs the money for whatever reason, but it's an opportunity to find some exceptionally rare items, and this one was something else. So it as rare as they come for Wolverhampton Wanderers collectors. It's a match-worn John McCallie Wolves Umbro 1972 UEFA Cup final shirt. Comes with a certificate of authenticity and was featured in the book. They wore the shirt. Jim McCalliog's UEFA final runners-up medal. Also never seen before and unlikely to see it again. That is included in its original case. Also a match issue pennant for the quarterfinal against Juventus, and also super rare items. So no silly offers or just serious bids, please. So yeah, that is quite a special item. You got an actual medal, which I think for anybody to own that would be interesting. You don't really get a chance to own things like that too often, and if you do, you're going to have to spend some money. And these people did spend some money. So 33 bids, and the entire lot ended up selling for £7,050. So technically it's not just a shirt, and if you were to remove the medal and the other little trinkets, bits and bobs, you probably would have dropped probably about a decent amount down, but I think it possibly would have still been number one on the list. So I thought I'd just include it just for the sake of it anyway. But £7,000, that's a decent amount of change for what's effectively only a small handful of things. So possibly if you're a Wolves fan, it would have been a good week for you last week, especially if you were able to pick up all three of these. I think your collection would probably jump straight to the top in regards to the best around. But that's it, really. That's the top 10. That is everything. A little bit of a different mix. I quite like this week's. It's better than seeing sometimes the same Man United shirts, the same Real Madrid shirts, Italy shirts, or whatever it may be. Let me know which ones you would have bought if you had a chance to buy one. Just sort of design-wise, I suppose. Not necessarily. We'd all go for the most expensive ones, wouldn't we? For me personally, if I would have gone for one, I do like the idea of owning the medal, just because I think that's quite cool. I do like the Hibs one. That's quite nice. It's a good one. Probably go for the Hibs one then, or maybe the Huddersfield Town one. But maybe just the first one because I like the medal as well. But that's it, really. Some good shirts. I hope you all enjoyed watching the video. I am going to be getting ready to watch the game soon after I've edited all this together. And the upcoming week, I spent some time yesterday it was, at the Retro Football Fair in Sheffield, and I was able to pick up a few goodies. So the next two videos are going to be just me showing the shirts that I bought. So I'm going to do part 1 and part 2. Some really cool shirts, some good designs, and some actually really good deals. So I look forward to showing you what I bought. Anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later on. Goodbye.